In this video, we are going to solve the subjective question of personnel management and industrial relations, asked by AKU in 2020, 8th same exam.
फ्रेंड्स, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और वीडियो को शेयर करो।
These are questions. Let us solve this question. Question number 2. Why is Social Security important for workers? Discuss social insurance and social assistance as Social Security measures. Answer. Social Security is a human right which responds to the universal need for protection against certain life risks and social needs. Effective social security systems guarantee income security and health protection, thereby contributing to the prevention and reduction of poverty and inequality, and the promotion of social inclusion and human dignity. They do so through the provision of benefits, in cash or in kind, intended to ensure access to medical care and health services, as well as income security throughout the life cycle, particularly in the event of illness, unemployment, employment injury, maternity, family responsibilities, invalidity, loss of the family breadwinner, as well as during retirement and old age. Social security systems therefore constitute an important investment in the well-being of workers in the community as a whole, and facilitate access to education and vocational training, nutrition and essential goods and services. In relation with other policies, Social Security contributes to improving productivity and employability, and to economic development. For employers and enterprises, Social Security helps to maintain a stable workforce that can adapt to changes. Finally, it reinforces social cohesion and therefore contributes to building social peace, inclusive societies and a fair globalization by ensuring decent living conditions for all. Social insurance. Social insurance is one of the devices to prevent individual from falling to the death of poverty, misery and to help him in times of emergencies. Insurance involves the setting aside of some money in order to provide compensation against loss resulting from a particular emergency. Thus, social insurance is a cooperative device which aims at granting adequate benefits to the insured on the compulsory basis in time of unemployment, sickness and other emergencies. Social assistance. Social assistance refers to the assistance rendered by the society to the poor and needy persons voluntarily without placing any obligation on them to make any contribution to be entitled to relief, such as workmen's compensation, maternity benefit and old age pension etc. Thus, one may say that a social assistance scheme provides benefits for persons of small means granted as of right in amount sufficient to meet a minimum standard of need and financed from taxation. Social assistance represents the unilateral obligations of the community towards its dependent group. It is provided by the society or the government to the poor and needy individual. The principal feature of social assistance are: 1. The whole cost of the program is met by the state and local units of government. 2. Benefits are paid as of legal right in prescribed categories of need. 3. In assessing need, a person's other income and resources are taken into account. Certain resources such as a reasonable level of personal savings are disregarded. Question number 3. Today personnel management has taken a central role in organizations. Why? Answer. Personnel management is the planning, organizing, compensation, integration, and maintenance of people to contribute to organizational, individual and societal goals. Nature of personnel management includes the function of employment, development, and compensation. These functions are performed primarily by the personnel management in consultation with other departments. 1. Personnel management is an extension of general management. It is concerned with promoting and stimulating a competent workforce to make their fullest contribution to the concern. 2. Personnel management exists to advise and assists the line managers in personnel matters. Therefore, the personnel department is a staff department of an organization. 3. Personnel management emphasizes action rather than making lengthy schedules, plans, and work methods. The problems and grievances of people at work can be solved more effectively through rational personnel policies. 4. It is based on human orientation. It tries to help the workers to develop their potential fully to the concern. 5. It also motivates the employees through its effective incentive plans so that the employees provide the fullest cooperation. 6. Personnel management deals with human resources of a concern. In the context of human resources, it manages both individuals as well as blue-collar workers. The personnel manager is the head of the personnel department. He performs both managerial and operative functions of management. 1. Personnel manager assists in top management. The top management are the people who decide and frame the primary policies of the concern. All kinds of policies related to personnel or workforce can be framed out effectively by the personnel manager. 2. He advises the line manager as a staff specialist. The personnel manager acts as a staff advisor and assists the line managers in dealing with various personnel matters. 3. As a counselor, the personnel manager attends problems and grievances of employees and guides them. He tries to solve them to the best of his capacity. 4. The personnel manager acts as he is a linking pin between management and workers. 5. He acts in direct contact with the employees. And he is required to act as a representative of the organization in committees appointed by the government. He represents the company in training programmers. That is why personnel management has taken a central role in organizations. Question number 4. List and explain the various steps involved in employee selection. Answer. The selection process typically begins with the preliminary interview. Next, candidates complete the application for employment. They progress through a series of selection tests, the employment interview, and reference and background checks. The successful applicant receives a company physical examination and is employed if the results are satisfactory. Several external and internal factors impact the selection process, and the manager must take them into account in making selection decisions. Typically, selection process consists of the following steps, but it is not necessary that all organizations go through all these steps as per the requirement of the organization. Some steps can be skipped while performing the selection process. 1. Initial screening. 2. Completion of the application form. 3. Employment tests. 4. Job interview. 5. Conditional job offer. 6. Background investigation. 7. Medical examination. 8. Permanent job offer. 1. Initial screening. The selection process often begins with an initial screening of applicants to remove individuals who obviously do not meet the position requirements. At this stage, a few straightforward questions are asked. An applicant may obviously be unqualified to fill the advertised position, but be well qualified to work in other open positions. 2. Completion of the application form. Application blank is a formal record of an individual's application for employment. The next step in the selection process may involve having the prospective employee complete an application for employment. This may be as brief as requiring only an applicant's name, address, and telephone number. In general terms, the application form gives a job performance-related synopsis of applicant's life, skills and accomplishments. 3. Employment tests. Personnel testing is a valuable way to measure individual characteristics. Hundreds of tests have been developed to measure various dimensions of behavior. The tests measure mental abilities, knowledge, physical abilities, personality, interest, temperament, and other attitudes and behaviors. Evidence suggests that the use of tests is becoming more prevalent for assessing an applicant's qualifications and potential for success. Tests are used more in the public sector than in the private sector and in medium-sized and large companies than in small companies. 4. Job interview. An interview is a goal-oriented conversation in which the interviewer and applicant exchange information. The employment interview is especially significant because the applicants who reach this stage are considered to be the most promising candidates. 5. Conditional job offer. Conditional job offer means a tentative job offer that becomes permanent after certain conditions are met. If a job applicant has passed each step of the selection process so far, a conditional job offer is usually made. In essence, the conditional job offer implies that if everything checks out, such as passing a certain medical, physical or substance abuse test, the conditional nature of the job offer will be removed and the offer will be permanent. 6. Background investigation. Background investigation is intended to verify that information on the application form is correct and accurate. This step is used to check the accuracy of application form through former employers and references. Verification of education and legal status to work, credit history and criminal record are also made. Personal reference checks may provide additional insight into the information furnished by the applicant and allow verification of its accuracy. 7. Medical, physical examination. After the decision has been made to extend a job offer, the next phase of the selection process involves the completion of a medical, physical examination. This is an examination to determine an applicant's physical fitness for essential job performance. 8. Permanent job offer. Individuals who perform successfully in the preceding steps are now considered eligible to receive the employment offer. The actual hiring decision should be made by the manager in the department where the vacancy exists.